Hello guys, good morning. So today I will continue my reading The Tastman, page 18. Zedel carefully placed his pen on the table, folded his hands thoughtfully, and looks at Stafford. In my opinion, Mr. Pellan has sufficient testamentary capacity at this time to dispose of his assets. He pronounced things with great weight, as if my performance had them hanging in limbo. The other two are quick to rush in. I have no doubt as to the soundness of his mind. Flowey says to Stafford, "He seems incredibly sharp to me." "No doubt?" Stafford asked. "None whatsoever." "Dr. Tyson, let's not kid ourselves. Mr. Pelham knows exactly what he's doing. His mind is much quicker than ours." "Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. You're a bunch of strings struggling to make 100,000 a year. I've made billions, yet you pat me on the head and tell me how smart I am. So it's so it's animus," Stafford says. "Yes, absolutely. They can nod their heads fast enough." Stafford slides the wheel to me and hands me a pen. I say, "This is the last will and testament of Troy L. Palin, revoking all former wills and codicils. It's 90 pages long, prepared by Stafford and someone in his firm. I understand the concept, but the actual print eludes me. I haven't read it, no, nor shall I." I flip to the back, scrawl a name no one can read, then place my hand on top of it for the time being. "It'll never be seen by the vultures." "Meetings adjourned," Stafford says, and everyone quickly packs. Per my instruction, the three families are hurried from their respective rooms and asked to leave the building. One camera remains focused on me, its image going nowhere but the archive. The lawyers and psychiatrists, psychiatrists leave in a rush. I tell Sneed to take a seat at the table. Stafford and one of his partners, Durban, remain in the room, also sit. When we are alone, I reach under the edge of my robe and produce an envelope, which I open. I remove from it three pegs of yellow legal paper and place them before me on the table. Only seconds away now, and a faint ripple of fear gas talk to me. "This will take more strength than I've mustered in weeks." Stafford, Durban, and Sneed stare at the sheets of a yellow paper, totally bewildered. This is my this is my testament," I announced, taking a pen. "A holographic will, every word written by me, just a few hours ago, date to day, date today, and now signed today." I scrawled my name again. Stafford is too stunned to react. It revokes all former wills, including the one I signed less than 5 minutes ago. I refold the papers and place them in the envelope. I grit my teeth and remind myself of how badly I want to die. I slide the envelope across the table to Stafford, and at the same instant I rise from my wheelchair. My legs are shaking, my heart is pounding. Just a second now. Surely I'll be dead before I land. Hey, someone shot Sned, I think, but I am moving away from them. The lame man walks, almost runs, past the row of leather chairs, past one of my portraits, a bad one com- commissioned, commissioned by a wife, past everything to the sliding doors, which are unlocked. I know because rehearsed. I know because I rehearsed this just hour ago. Stop! Someone yells, and they are moving behind me. No one has seen me walk in a year. I grab the handle and open the door. The air is bitterly cold. I step barefoot onto the narrow terrace which borders my top floor. Without looking below, I lean over the railing. 3. Snit was two steps behind Mr. Palin and thought for a second that he might catch him. The shock of seeing the old man not only rise and walk but also practically sprint to the door froze Snit. Mr. Palin hadn't moved that fast in years. Snit reached the railing just in time to scream in horror, then watched helplessly as Mr. Palin fell silently, twisting and flailing and growing smaller and smaller until he struck the ground. Sned clenched the railing and stared in disbelief. Then he began to cry. Josh Stafford arrived on the terrace a step behind Sned and witnessed most of the fall. It happened so quickly, at least the jump. The fall itself seemed to last for an hour. A man weighing 150 pounds will drop 300 feet in less than 5 seconds. But Stafford later told people, and the old man floated for an eternity, like the feather whirling in the wind. Tip Durban got to the railing just behind Stafford and saw only the body's impact on the brick patio between the front entrance and a circular drive. For some reason Durban held the envelope, which he had absently picked up during the rush to catch old Troy. It felt a lot heavier as he stood in the frigid air, looking down at a scene from a horror film, watching the first onlookers move up to the casualty. Traveling descent did not reach the level of hike the drama he had dreamed of. Instead of drifting to the earth like an angel, a perfect swan dive, dive with the silk rope trailing behind, and landing in. Who had imagined Walt be leaving the building at just the right moment? His fall was witnessed only by a lowly payroll clerk hustling through the parking lot after a very long lunch in a bar. The clerk heard a voice, looked up at the looked up at the top floor, and watched in horror as a pale, naked body tumbled and flipped with what appeared to be a bad seed gathered At the neck, it landed on its back on brick, with the dull tooth one would expect from such an impact.